One of the better and surprisingly good horror films that I've seen recently was the prequel to the 1970s horror classic, The Omen. The Omen tells the story of a young couple unknowingly raising their child Damien and discovering along the way he is the Antichrist. The original is really an awesome movie still today, and unlike many films from the 70s, is still very watchable, I think. Now, in 2006, there would be a remake of this film. It starred Julia Stiles and was really kind of a letdown, I thought. That said, I was pleasantly surprised when I watched the prequel, The First Omen. Now, The First Omen stars Neil Free as Margaret, a young nun who has gone out to help at an orphanage in Italy during the 1970s. She soon learns the orphanage is not what it really is. The leaders believe that with people pulling away from the church, the only way to get people to come back is to bring the Antichrist into the world. Now, one night, Margaret goes to a club with one of the other nuns and blacks out. She soon discovers, though, she is pregnant and eventually remembers that she was impregnated during a satanic ritual. It is soon revealed that she carries the Antichrist, and Margaret gives birth to two twins, a girl and a boy. The boy is declared as the Antichrist, but Margaret can't kill him when she has the chance. In the end, the satanic priests leave with the boy, and Margaret leaves with the girl. While the story and motivation might seem a little silly, I have to say the story flowed really well. Many of the characters did very well in their roles. In the movie, I thought was surely better than I really expected. Now, naturally, this movie draws tons of comparisons to Immaculate, which came out around the same time and follows pretty much the same story. Now, Immaculate has Sydney Sweeney, so a lot of people are going to go with that movie. However, I think that this movie was better. Immaculate has, the big name actors, but to me, this featured a much better story, and I really got creepier vibes from it. I didn't think The First Omen was terrifying by any means. It wasn't that type of movie, but I do think it was very well done, and it outperformed Immaculate. That said, based on the ending, it seems that another movie is going to be in the works. We might get 3 movies, multiple movies, and there's really a couple of routes the directors could go here. We know The Omen follows Damien. The original series follows him through a couple movies and watches him from young boy to adult. I think the writers should go for maybe 1 or 2 more movies, with complete remakes for The Omen 2 and 3. Those movies have not aged well and were really a big step down. No offense to Sam Neill, who played Damien in the third one. He's just much better as a nerdy paleontologist. I think we can all agree on that. If I recall correctly, in The Omen 3, Damien was eventually defeated, although I really can't remember how. It's been a long, long time since I've seen that movie. All this said, I've always been a huge fan of The Omen and the story. It's really a storyline we don't get enough of. The devil entering someone and attempting to bring the Antichrist into the world. I know that there's a number of movies that do this, like the Vatican Tapes, a movie we covered on a prior video, but still, compared to the number of Exorcist movies out there, it seems like Antichrist movies are much, much fewer. They can be much creepier. They can go much slower. We get an Exorcist movie, I think, every couple months. Definitely in October, we always get a few. It's like shark movies. We get a few every couple months. We get a few in the summer. I really hope that the sequels to the movie are done well and not just put out to make a quick buck. But did you watch this prequel? What are your thoughts on The First Omen? How do you think the next couple movies should go? Let me know. Thanks.